So my question is, do you think there's enough demand for recycled products produced in Australia, given how cheap products made overseas are in comparison?
Yeah, it's a good question. Short answer is probably no, not enough demand. And what can we do about that? And I think, I suppose I'd go back to some of my comments earlier about that change in global market conditions for recyclable materials and the fact that we were exporting particularly a lot of that plastic material overseas for reuse and repurposing seemed to catch a lot of people by surprise, that we're exporting our waste or exporting our recyclate. And for me, it's a bit of a no-brainer. We're a net importer of most products in Australia, and we're not a manufacturing nation really in any significant way. So if the majority of our products that we buy are manufactured overseas, then surely it makes sense that we're exporting some of our recyclate over there for the ability for it to be remanufactured. I think, how do we grow that demand? I think it's about, again, educating consumers about buying recycled. I think there's some very simple messages that can transform consumer behaviour, and different organisations do this differently. And I think one organisation that does this very well is something like Zoos Victoria, who have the ability to work primarily with children to drive very effective sort of action on things like just buy recycled toilet paper. There is no reason on earth that we should be buying virgin toilet paper. It should all be recycled. Just sparking that consumer sentiment and getting people to look for recycled content when they are buying products. There is still, in some sectors, a nervousness about recycled content or a perception that it's inferior. And if you think about the processes that go into developing that recycled content and recovering it, it's actually, we should be paying a premium for recycled content. And it's shifting that consumer sentiment that I think is going to be a little bit challenging, but it's something that we can all work on, and certainly something the Victorian government, I think, will seek to do as part of its behaviour change program.
Thanks for that. I think that's something that Precious Plastics is trying to do as well, show that the recycled materials are really useful and something that definitely has a place.